The inventor's vision. In the fall of 1891, Dr. James Naismith, a Canadian physical education instructor, faced a challenge that would inadvertently shape the future of sports. At the International YMCA Training School in Springfield, Massachusetts, where Naismith taught, the winter months posed a significant problem. The cold weather forced students indoors, and the typical activities, such as outdoor sports, were not feasible. Recognizing the need for an engaging indoor activity that would maintain physical fitness while accommodating the constraints of indoor space, Naismith set out to create a new game. Naismith's primary goal was to design an indoor sport that would keep students active and interested during the harsh New England winters. He was inspired by his background in sports and physical education, and he wanted to create a game that combined physical exertion with teamwork and strategic thinking. The challenge was to develop a game that was simple enough to understand yet engaging enough to play repeatedly. Drawing on his experiences and the prevailing trends in sports, Naismith initially considered several sports and games for inspiration. He was influenced by elements of soccer, rugby, and baseball, but he wanted to avoid the rough physical contact common in these sports, which could be problematic in the confined indoor space. After much contemplation, he decided to devise a game that involved passing a ball between players and aiming to score by throwing the ball into a target. On December 21, 1891, Naismith introduced his new game to his students. The inaugural match was played with a soccer ball and 2 peach baskets, which were mounted on the walls at each end of the gymnasium. The objective was straightforward. Players had to throw the ball into the opposing team's basket to score points. The game was played on a rectangular court, with the baskets positioned at either end, creating a layout reminiscent of early forms of team sports. The first game of basketball was played under a set of 12 basic rules, which Naismith developed to ensure the game was both engaging and manageable. For instance, players were prohibited from running with the ball, which necessitated passing and teamwork. This rule helped to reduce physical collisions and kept the game flowing smoothly. The use of peach baskets as goals, however, presented practical challenges. Each time a player scored, the ball had to be manually retrieved from the basket, as the original design lacked a backboard. This design limitation added a unique aspect to the game, but also highlighted the need for improvement. The simplicity of the initial design allowed for rapid adjustments and enhancements. The introduction of a backboard in 1893, for example, significantly improved the game's dynamics. The backboard allowed players to aim for rebounds and made it easier to retrieve the ball after a shot, thereby speeding up the game and enhancing its fluidity. This modification marked one of the first major improvements that transformed basketball from a rudimentary exercise into a more structured sport. Naismith's vision for basketball was not merely about creating a new game, but about fostering qualities such as teamwork, strategy, and physical fitness. The game's initial design and the early rule modifications laid the foundation for what would become a globally popular sport. Naismith's approach to balancing physical activity with mental strategy became a hallmark of basketball, and his initial design principles continue to influence the sport today. As the game of basketball began to evolve, it retained the core elements that Naismith envisioned. The principles of teamwork, strategic play, and physical engagement remained central to the sport, reflecting Naismith's original goals. His innovative spirit and adaptability were crucial in transforming basketball from a simple indoor activity into a dynamic and widely recognized sport. Through these early adaptations and improvements, basketball grew from its humble beginnings into the globally beloved game that continues to captivate players and fans alike. Early adaptations. The inaugural game of basketball, played on December 21, 1891, was a modest beginning that set the stage for a sport that would soon undergo significant transformations. Initially, the game was characterized by its simplicity and the rudimentary nature of its equipment. The use of a soccer ball and two peach baskets placed at opposite ends of a gymnasium floor exemplified the game's early experimental phase. While this setup served as a functional starting point, it also highlighted several inherent challenges that would prompt necessary adaptations in the years to come. One of the primary challenges faced during the first games was the method of retrieving the ball from the baskets. Since the baskets were solid and lacked an open bottom, each time a player scored, the ball had to be manually removed. This task was cumbersome and disrupted the flow of the game, causing frequent pauses. Players and organizers quickly recognized that this aspect of the game hindered its potential for fluid play and continuous action. The lack of a backboard was another significant issue. Early players had to aim precisely to get the ball into the basket, which was especially challenging given the absence of any surface to aid in bouncing the ball off. The need for more predictable and manageable gameplay led to a key development: the introduction of the backboard. By 1893, a wooden backboard was added to each basket. This innovation had a profound impact on the game, as it allowed players to use the backboard to rebound missed shots, thereby increasing scoring opportunities and enhancing the game's pace and fluidity. The initial rule set, which included 12 basic rules established by Naismith, also underwent modifications. For example, the prohibition on running with the ball necessitated a passing game, which became a fundamental aspect of basketball strategy. However, as the sport evolved, additional rules were introduced to address emerging issues and refine the gameplay. These modifications were crucial in transitioning basketball from a rudimentary pastime into a structured sport with a coherent set of regulations. The evolution of the game's physical elements continued with changes to the ball itself. The early soccer ball used in the inaugural game was not ideal for dribbling or shooting due to its design and material. As basketball gained popularity, a leather ball specifically designed for the sport was introduced. This new ball featured an improved grip and bounce, which significantly enhanced players' control and accuracy. The transition to a leather ball marked a significant improvement in the quality of play and further distinguished basketball from its early, more primitive form. Another important adaptation involved the standardization of court dimensions. Early games were played on various sized courts, which affected gameplay consistency. The establishment of standard court measurements helped in creating uniformity across games and competitions. This standardization was crucial for the sport's growth, as it facilitated fair play and allowed teams to develop strategies based on consistent playing conditions. The early adaptations in basketball were driven by both necessity and innovation. Each modification aimed to address practical issues that arose during play, while also enhancing the overall experience for players and spectators. These changes were instrumental in shaping basketball into a more refined and dynamic sport. As the game evolved, it retained its core principles of teamwork, strategy, and physical engagement, but with improved mechanisms and rules that facilitated more fluid and exciting gameplay. The transition from a simple, makeshift game to a structured sport with refined equipment and standardized rules laid the foundation for basketball's future development. The early adaptations not only resolved practical challenges, but also contributed to the sport's growing appeal and complexity. As basketball continued to evolve, these foundational changes played a crucial role in shaping the game into the globally recognized and beloved sport that it is today. Evolution of equipment. The evolution of basketball equipment is a testament to the sport's continuous innovation and the pursuit of enhancing gameplay. From its inception with rudimentary items to the sophisticated gear used today, each advancement in equipment has played a pivotal role in shaping basketball's development and the overall experience for players and spectators alike. Initially, basketball was played with a soccer ball and two peach baskets. The soccer ball, while functional, was not ideal for the fast-paced nature of basketball. It lacked the proper grip and bounce necessary for effective dribbling and shooting. In response to these limitations, The development of a specialized basketball was a crucial step forward. The first basketballs were made from rubber and covered in a leather-like material, which improved their grip and durability. The design evolution of the ball, including its size, weight, and surface texture, has significantly impacted how the game is played. Modern basketballs are made of high-quality synthetic leather, offering superior grip and consistency, which enhances players' control and precision. The peach baskets used as goals in the early days of basketball were simple and functional but had their drawbacks. Each time a player scored, the ball had to be retrieved manually from the bottom of the basket. This process was cumbersome and interrupted the flow of the game. To address this issue, the baskets were eventually replaced with open-bottomed metal hoops and nets. This change allowed the ball to pass through the hoop and fall freely to the court, streamlining the game and reducing interruptions. The introduction of the net also added a visual element that signified a successful shot, enhancing the overall excitement of the game. In addition to improvements in the ball and the baskets, the evolution of court dimensions and markings has been crucial in standardizing the sport. Early games were played on courts of varying sizes, which affected gameplay and strategy. The establishment of standardized court dimensions, including the length, width, and height of the basket, created uniformity and fairness across different playing environments. The introduction of key court features, such as the free throw line and the three-point line, further refined the game. The three-point line, introduced in the 1979 to 1980 NBA season, revolutionized basketball by adding a new dimension to scoring and strategy. It encouraged players to develop long-range shooting skills and changed how teams approached offensive and defensive play. Another significant advancement in basketball equipment was the development of protective gear. Early players wore minimal protective clothing, leaving them vulnerable to injuries. As the sport grew and became more competitive, the need for protective equipment became apparent. The introduction of padded shorts, knee and elbow guards, and more advanced athletic shoes has contributed to player safety and performance. Modern basketball shoes are engineered for optimal support, cushioning, and traction, which helps players move more efficiently and reduce the risk of injuries. The evolution of basketball uniforms also reflects the sport's progression. Early uniforms were simple and made from basic materials. Over time, advancements in fabric technology and design have led to more functional and stylish uniforms. Modern basketball jerseys are made from lightweight, breathable materials that enhance player comfort and performance. The inclusion of team logos, player numbers, and other design elements has also become an important aspect of team identity and branding. The development of technology has further impacted basketball equipment. Innovations such as advanced analytics tools, video analysis systems, and smart wearable devices have provided players and coaches with valuable insights into performance and strategy. These technologies have enhanced training methods and game preparation, leading to more refined and strategic approaches to the sport. In summary, the evolution of basketball equipment, from the early use of soccer balls and peach baskets to the sophisticated gear of today, has played a crucial role in shaping the sport. Each advancement has addressed practical challenges, improved gameplay, and enhanced the overall experience for players and fans. The continuous innovation in basketball equipment reflects the sport's dynamic nature and its commitment to providing an exciting and engaging experience. As basketball continues to evolve, it will undoubtedly see further advancements that will continue to shape its future. Early competitions. The formalization and expansion of basketball competitions in the early 20th century marked a significant phase in the sport's development, establishing basketball as a widely recognized and competitive activity. The growth of organized leagues, the establishment of collegiate basketball, and the sport's debut at the Olympic Games were pivotal moments that helped to shape basketball's trajectory on the national and international stages. Collegiate basketball growth. The spread of basketball in the United States can be largely attributed to its adoption by colleges and universities. After Dr. James Naismith invented the game in 1891, it quickly gained traction among schools, particularly within the YMCA network and college campuses. By the late 1890s, college teams began forming, and the sport's popularity surged. The formation of the first college leagues was instrumental in shaping basketball as an organized and competitive sport. One of the earliest and most significant collegiate competitions was the establishment of the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA, in 1906. Initially formed to regulate various college sports, the NCAA soon began to focus more specifically on basketball. The first NCAA men's basketball tournament was held in 1939, featuring 8 teams and serving as a showcase for the burgeoning collegiate basketball scene. The tournament quickly became an annual event, evolving into a major highlight of the college basketball calendar, known for its high level of competition and dramatic games. The impact of early tournaments. The growth of collegiate basketball competitions spurred the development of regional and national tournaments, creating a structured framework for the sport. These tournaments provided a platform for teams to showcase their skills and for players to gain recognition. The early tournaments helped establish basketball as a competitive sport, drawing increasing crowds and media attention. In addition to college tournaments, other early basketball competitions emerged, including local and regional leagues. These competitions played a crucial role in popularizing the sport at the grassroots level, encouraging widespread participation and fan engagement. The formation of various amateur leagues and tournaments contributed to the growth of basketball's popularity and established a foundation for future professional leagues. Basketball's Olympic debut. A landmark moment in basketball's history occurred in 1936 when the sport made its debut at the Berlin Olympics. The inclusion of basketball in the Olympic Games marked a significant step in its international recognition and legitimacy. The Olympic tournament, held in Berlin, was a demonstration event that showcased the sport to a global audience. The United States, with a team composed largely of college players, won the gold medal, cementing the country's dominance in the sport and highlighting the potential of basketball on the world stage. The Olympic Games provided an opportunity for basketball to gain international exposure and establish itself as a global sport. The inclusion of basketball in the Olympics helped to promote the sport worldwide, leading to increased interest and the formation of international basketball federations and leagues. This global recognition was crucial in the sport's expansion beyond the United States and contributed to its growing popularity across various continents. Professional leagues and growth. The early 20th century also saw the emergence of professional basketball leagues, which played a vital role in the sport's development. The formation of leagues such as the Basketball Association of America, BAA, in 1946 and the National Basketball League, NBL, helped to establish a professional platform for the sport. These leagues eventually merged in 1949 to form the National Basketball Association, NBA, which became the premier professional basketball league in the United States and a major force in global basketball. The growth of professional basketball was marked by the increasing commercialization of the sport, with teams, players, and leagues gaining media coverage and fan attention. The NBA's expansion, both in terms of teams and global reach, played a crucial role in elevating basketball's profile and establishing it as a major professional sport. Conclusion. The early competitions in basketball, including the growth of collegiate tournaments, the sport's Olympic debut, and the formation of professional leagues, were instrumental in shaping basketball into the dynamic and widely recognized sport it is today. These developments not only provided a competitive framework for the sport but also helped to expand its reach and influence on a global scale. As basketball continued to evolve, the foundations laid by these early competitions played a crucial role in its ongoing growth and popularity. Cultural and societal impact. Basketball's journey from a modest indoor activity to a global phenomenon reflects its profound cultural and societal impact. As the sport evolved, it transcended its origins to become a significant element of popular culture, influencing and being influenced by various societal trends. Basketball's integration into popular culture, its role in promoting unity and inclusion, and its widespread accessibility are key factors in understanding its broader impact on society. Basketball in popular culture. Basketball's influence on popular culture is evident in numerous ways, from media and entertainment to fashion and music. The sport's dynamic and fast-paced nature has made it a staple in media coverage, including television broadcasts, films, and documentaries. Iconic basketball players, such as Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant, have become cultural icons, appearing in advertisements, movies, and television shows. Their influence extends beyond the court, shaping public perceptions of athleticism, success, and personal branding. Basketball has also made significant inroads into the world of fashion. The sport's influence on sneaker culture is particularly notable, with basketball shoes becoming a prominent fashion statement. Brands like Nike and Adidas have capitalized on the popularity of basketball players by releasing signature shoes that blend performance with style. The connection between basketball and fashion has fostered a symbiotic relationship, where athletes and designers collaborate to create iconic footwear and apparel that resonate with fans and fashion enthusiasts alike. In music, basketball has inspired countless songs and music videos, reflecting its deep integration into the cultural landscape. Hip-hop artists, in particular, have frequently referenced basketball in their lyrics, and collaborations between athletes and musicians have produced memorable moments in both industries. The sport's presence in music further underscores its role in shaping and reflecting cultural trends, promoting unity and inclusion. Beyond its cultural impact, basketball has played a significant role in promoting unity and inclusion. The sport's accessible nature has made it a common thread in diverse communities around the world. Basketball courts can be found in urban neighborhoods, rural areas, and schools, providing a space for people from different backgrounds to come together and participate in the game. The sport's inclusive nature extends to its ability to bring people together regardless of age, gender, or socioeconomic status. One of basketball's most notable contributions to social change is its role in breaking down racial barriers. The integration of professional basketball leagues in the United States, notably with players like Jackie Robinson in baseball and later pioneers in basketball, played a crucial part in advancing civil rights and challenging racial segregation. The success of African American players in the NBA helped to highlight their talents and contributions, paving the way for greater racial equality in sports and society. Basketball has also been a platform for athletes to address social issues and advocate for change. Players have used their prominence to raise awareness about important causes, from civil rights to education and health. The ability of athletes to leverage their platform for advocacy demonstrates the sport's role in fostering social consciousness and encouraging positive change. Global accessibility and engagement. Basketball's global reach is another testament to its impact on society. The sport's simplicity and minimal equipment requirements make it accessible to people around the world. A basic basketball and a hoop are enough to start playing, which has contributed to the sport's widespread adoption in countries with varying levels of resources. The International Basketball Federation, FIBA, has played a key role in promoting basketball globally, organizing international tournaments, and fostering the growth of the sport in new regions. Youth programs and community initiatives have further expanded basketball's reach, offering opportunities for young people to engage with the sport and develop their skills. These programs often focus on providing positive outlets for youth, promoting physical activity, and fostering teamwork and discipline. Conclusion. Basketball's cultural and societal impact extends far beyond its role as a sport. Its integration into popular culture, its ability to promote unity and inclusion, and its global accessibility highlight the profound ways in which basketball has shaped and been shaped by societal trends. As the sport continues to evolve, its influence on culture and society remains a testament to its enduring significance and global appeal. Professionalization and league formation. The professionalization of basketball and the formation of organized leagues were pivotal in transforming the sport from a recreational activity into a major global entertainment industry. This transformation involved the establishment of structured leagues, the commercialization of the sport, and the development of a professional infrastructure that supported player development, fan engagement, and international expansion. Founding of early leagues. The early 20th century saw the emergence of various professional basketball leagues in the United States, laying the groundwork for the sport's future. One of the earliest professional leagues was the National Basketball League, (NBL), founded in 1937. The NBL aimed to provide a formal structure for professional basketball, organizing teams and games to attract both players and fans. Despite its efforts, the NBL faced challenges, including financial difficulties and competition from other leagues. Another significant early league was the Basketball Association of America, (BAA), established in 1946. The BAA sought to capitalize on the growing interest in professional basketball and offered a platform for showcasing talent and engaging fans. The BAA's formation marked a critical step in the evolution of professional basketball, as it helped to create a more structured and organized competitive environment. The formation of the NBA. The merger of the NBL and BAA in 1949 was a transformative moment in the history of professional basketball. The combined league, known as the National Basketball Association (NBA), became the premier professional basketball league in the United States. This merger not only consolidated the efforts of the two leagues, but also set the stage for the NBA's future growth and success. The NBA's formation brought together the best talent from both the NBL and BAA, creating a more competitive and exciting league. The league structure included a regular season, playoffs, and championship series, providing a comprehensive framework for professional basketball. The NBA's early years were marked by the dominance of teams such as the Minneapolis Lakers and players like George Mikan, who helped to establish the league's reputation and appeal. Growth and expansion of the NBA. The NBA's growth in the 1950s and 1960s was driven by several factors, including the increasing popularity of television broadcasts and the league's ability to attract top talent. The advent of television allowed fans to watch games from home, significantly expanding the league's reach and influence. Iconic players such as Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Jerry West became household names, further boosting the league's popularity. In the 1970s, the NBA faced challenges, including competition from other leagues and economic difficulties. However, the league's resilience and ability to adapt led to its recovery and eventual resurgence. The 1980s and 1990s marked a golden era for the NBA, characterized by the emergence of superstars like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan. Their extraordinary performances and charismatic personalities drew unprecedented attention to the league and solidified its position as a major global sports entity. International expansion. The NBA's expansion beyond the United States was a key factor in the global growth of basketball. The league began to actively promote the sport internationally, hosting preseason games and tournaments in various countries. The establishment of international partnerships and the recruitment of international players further helped to globalize the NBA. The presence of international players in the NBA, such as Hakeem Olajuwon, Dirk Nowitzki, and Yao Ming, showcased the sport's global appeal and contributed to its growing popularity around the world. The NBA's international outreach included the development of leagues and competitions in other countries, fostering the growth of basketball in diverse regions. Commercialization and branding. The professionalization of basketball also brought about significant commercialization and branding efforts. The NBA became a major commercial enterprise, with sponsorship deals, merchandise sales, and media rights generating substantial revenue. The league's branding strategies, including the creation of iconic logos and promotional campaigns, contributed to its widespread recognition and success. The commercialization of basketball extended to individual players who leveraged their fame to secure endorsement deals and build personal brands. High-profile endorsements and partnerships with major companies helped to further elevate the sport's visibility and financial success. Conclusion: the professionalization of basketball and the formation of organized leagues, particularly the NBA, played a crucial role in shaping the sport's development and global reach. The establishment of structured leagues, the growth of the NBA, international expansion, and commercialization efforts collectively transformed basketball into a major global sport. As the sport continues to evolve, the legacy of these early developments remains a testament to basketball's enduring appeal and influence. Key figures and their impact. The evolution of basketball has been significantly influenced by a number of key figures who have shaped the sport's development, both on and off the court. These individuals include pioneering players, influential coaches, and visionary executives whose contributions have left an indelible mark on the sport. Understanding their impact provides insight into how basketball has evolved into the dynamic and globally recognized sport it is today. Pioneering players. Dr. James Naismith. As the inventor of basketball, Dr. James Naismith's role in the sport's inception is foundational. His innovative approach to creating a new indoor game laid the groundwork for basketball's development. Naismith's initial set of rules and his vision for a sport that emphasized teamwork and skill set the stage for the game's evolution. Though he did not play professionally, his contribution as a pioneer is unmatched. George Mikan, often referred to as the first dominant big man in basketball, George Mikan was a transformative player in the NBA's early years. Playing for the Minneapolis Lakers, Mikan's size and skill set a new standard for the center position. His impact on the game was profound, as his success helped to elevate the NBA's profile and popularity. Mikan's contributions to the sport included pioneering techniques and strategies that became integral to the modern game. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Michael Jordan's impact on the sport extends beyond his numerous accolades. Jordan's career with the Chicago Bulls, including 6 NBA championships and 5 MVP awards, set a new standard for excellence in basketball. His exceptional skill, competitive drive, and marketability helped to globalize the NBA and elevate its status as a premier sports league. Jordan's influence is also evident in his role as a cultural icon, with his Air Jordan brand becoming synonymous with basketball and fashion. Influential coaches. Phil Jackson, known for his unique coaching style and success with the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers, Phil Jackson is one of the most accomplished coaches in NBA history. Jackson's implementation of the triangle offense and his emphasis on team chemistry and mental preparation contributed to his 11 NBA championships. His ability to manage superstar players and build cohesive teams made him a key figure in basketball's development during the 1990s and 2000s. Red Auerbach, a legendary figure in the NBA, Red Auerbach's impact on the sport includes his success as both a coach and an executive. As the head coach of the Boston Celtics, Auerbach won 9 NBA championships and was known for his innovative strategies and leadership. His influence extended to his role as an executive, where he helped to build successful teams and shape the league's direction. Auerbach's contributions to the game are reflected in his enduring legacy as a coaching pioneer and basketball innovator. Visionary executives. David Stern, serving as NBA commissioner from 1984 to 2014, David Stern played a crucial role in transforming the NBA into a global brand. Stern's vision for international expansion, media partnerships, and commercial growth helped to elevate the league's profile worldwide. His leadership saw the introduction of significant changes, including the NBA draft lottery, salary cap, and expansion into international markets. Stern's impact on the NBA's growth and global reach is a testament to his strategic foresight and leadership. Jerry Colangelo, as a prominent figure in basketball management, Jerry Colangelo's influence extends to both professional and international basketball. Colangelo's leadership of the Phoenix Suns and his role in revitalizing USA basketball were instrumental in the sport's development. His efforts in assembling competitive teams for international competitions and his contributions to the NBA's growth reflect his significant impact on the sport. Conclusion: the contributions of key figures in basketball, including pioneering players, influential coaches, and visionary executives, have been instrumental in shaping the sport's development. Their impact is reflected in the evolution of basketball from its early days to its current status as a global phenomenon. By examining the roles and achievements of these individuals, we gain a deeper understanding of how their efforts have helped to define and advance the sport, leaving a lasting legacy for future generations of players, coaches, and fans. The globalization of basketball. The globalization of basketball represents one of the most significant transformations in the sport's history. From its origins in the United States, basketball has expanded across the globe, becoming a major international sport with a diverse and passionate following. This global reach has been driven by a combination of strategic efforts by basketball organizations, the growth of international competitions, and the increasing presence of international players in professional leagues. International efforts and outreach. The International Basketball Federation, FIBA, founded in 1932, has played a crucial role in the globalization of basketball. As the sport's governing body, FIBA's mission includes promoting basketball around the world, organizing international competitions, and establishing standards and rules for the sport. One of its most significant contributions to the sport's global expansion was the organization of the FIBA World Cup, which began in 1950. This tournament brought together national teams from around the world, providing a platform for international competition and showcasing the sport's global appeal. In addition to the World Cup, FIBA has also established regional tournaments and leagues to foster the growth of basketball in different parts of the world. The FIBA EuroLeague, for example, is a premier club competition that features top teams from across Europe. This league has been instrumental in promoting European basketball and providing a high level of competition for international players and teams. The role of the NBA. The National Basketball Association, NBA, has been a major force in the globalization of basketball. From the 1980s onwards, the NBA actively pursued international expansion, recognizing the sport's potential to reach a global audience. The league began hosting preseason and regular season games in international markets, which helped to build its brand and engage fans worldwide. The NBA's efforts included partnerships with international broadcasters, enabling fans from various countries to watch games and follow the league closely. One of the most impactful strategies employed by the NBA was the recruitment of international players. The influx of talented players from countries such as France, Spain, and Australia helped to increase the league's global profile and demonstrate the sport's widespread appeal. International stars like Dirk Nowitzki, Yao Ming, and Giannis Antetokounmpo not only showcased their skills on the court but also served as ambassadors for the sport, drawing attention and inspiring young players around the world. Impact of international players. The presence of international players in the NBA has had a profound effect on the globalization of basketball. These players have not only brought their unique talents and playing styles to the league, but have also contributed to the sport's cultural exchange. Their success in the NBA has helped to break down geographic and cultural barriers, demonstrating that talent and passion for the game exist across the globe. The impact of international players extends beyond their on-court performances. Many have become influential figures in their home countries, promoting the sport and inspiring the next generation of basketball players. The visibility of international stars has also encouraged basketball organizations in other countries to invest in the development of local talent and infrastructure, further advancing the sport's global growth. Grassroots development and youth programs. Grassroots development and youth programs have played a crucial role in the globalization of basketball. Organizations and initiatives aimed at introducing basketball to young players in various countries have helped to nurture talent and build a strong foundation for the sport's future. Programs like NBA's Basketball Without Borders, which provides training and resources to young players in underserved communities, are examples of efforts to promote the sport at the grassroots level and ensure its continued growth. Local basketball leagues, clubs, and academies in countries around the world have also contributed to the sport's global expansion. These organizations provide opportunities for young players to develop their skills, compete in organized leagues, and participate in international competitions. The growth of these programs has helped to increase the sport's popularity and build a pipeline of talent for both domestic and international leagues. Conclusion. The globalization of basketball represents a remarkable transformation from its origins as a regional sport to its status as a major global phenomenon. The efforts of international basketball organizations, the strategic outreach of the NBA, the contributions of international players, and the growth of grassroots programs have all played vital roles in expanding the sport's reach. As basketball continues to evolve and attract new fans worldwide, its global presence and influence will likely continue to grow, further solidifying its place as a beloved sport on the international stage. Innovations in rules and gameplay. The evolution of basketball has been marked by numerous innovations in rules and gameplay that have significantly transformed the sport. From its early days with basic rules to the sophisticated and strategic game played today, changes in regulations and gameplay have shaped the development of basketball. These innovations have not only improved the flow and fairness of the game, but have also enhanced its appeal and excitement for players and fans alike. Early rule changes. When Dr. James Naismith first introduced basketball in 1891, the game was played with a soccer ball and 2 peach baskets. The original rules were simple, focusing on basic concepts of passing and shooting. However, as the sport grew in popularity, there was a need to refine and formalize the rules to accommodate the increasing number of players and teams. One of the early significant changes was the introduction of the backboard in 1893. Initially, players had to retrieve the ball from the peach baskets after each successful shot, which was cumbersome and hindered gameplay. The addition of the backboard allowed for more dynamic shooting and rebounding, making the game more fluid and exciting. Standardization of rules. As basketball continued to evolve, the need for standardized rules became evident. In 1936, the International Basketball Federation, FIBA, established a uniform set of rules for international play, which helped to standardize the game across different countries. This standardization was crucial for the growth of basketball as an international sport and ensured that teams from different regions could compete fairly. In the United States, the National Basketball Association, NBA, also played a role in developing and standardizing rules for professional play. The introduction of the shot clock in 1954 was a major innovation that transformed the game. Before the shot clock, teams could hold the ball indefinitely, leading to slow and less exciting gameplay. The shot clock, set at 24 seconds, encouraged faster play and more scoring opportunities, making the game more dynamic and engaging for fans. Rule changes to enhance gameplay. Over the years, several rule changes have been implemented to enhance the flow and fairness of the game. For example, the introduction of the three-point line in the NBA in 1979 added a new dimension to the game. Players could now score from beyond the arc, which encouraged more perimeter shooting and strategic play. This rule change also led to the rise of sharpshooters and altered team strategies, making the game more versatile and exciting. Another significant rule change was the introduction of the defensive 3-second rule in the NBA in 2001. This rule prohibited defenders from remaining in the key, painted area for more than 3 seconds without actively guarding an opponent. The rule aimed to reduce zone defenses and improve offensive flow, leading to more scoring opportunities and a more balanced game. Advancements in technology. Technological advancements have also played a role in the evolution of basketball rules and gameplay. The use of instant replay, for example, has become a standard feature in modern basketball, allowing officials to review and correct on-court decisions. This technology has helped to improve the accuracy of calls and ensure fairness in crucial moments of the game. The development of performance analytics and advanced statistics has also influenced gameplay strategies. Teams now use data-driven insights to make tactical decisions, such as optimizing player rotations, developing offensive and defensive schemes, and analyzing opponents' strengths and weaknesses. This analytical approach has led to a deeper understanding of the game and has contributed to its ongoing evolution. Rules for player safety. Player safety has become an increasingly important focus in recent years, leading to several rule changes aimed at reducing injuries and promoting fair play. The NBA and other leagues have introduced rules to address issues such as head injuries, concussions, and physical play. For example, rules against flagrant fouls and excessive physical contact have been implemented to protect players and maintain a level of sportsmanship in the game. Conclusion. Innovations in rules and gameplay have played a crucial role in the evolution of basketball, shaping the sport into the fast-paced and strategic game it is today. From early rule changes to modern technological advancements, these innovations have enhanced the flow, fairness, and excitement of the game. As basketball continues to evolve, further changes and improvements are likely to continue shaping the sport and ensuring its ongoing appeal to players and fans around the world. Future directions and emerging trends. As basketball continues to evolve, several emerging trends and future directions are poised to shape the sport's development in the coming years. Advances in technology, changing player dynamics, evolving fan expectations, and the global expansion of the sport are all contributing to the transformation of basketball. Understanding these trends provides insight into how the sport may evolve and adapt to meet the needs of players, fans, and the global community. Technological advancements. Technology is playing an increasingly significant role in basketball, influencing various aspects of the game, from training and performance to fan engagement. One of the most notable advancements is the use of performance analytics. Teams are increasingly relying on data-driven insights to enhance player performance, develop strategic game plans, and make informed decisions. Tools such as wearable sensors, video analysis, and advanced statistics are helping teams gain a competitive edge by providing detailed information on player movements, efficiency, and game dynamics. Virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, are also making their mark in basketball. VR is being used for immersive training experiences, allowing players to practice scenarios and improve their skills in a virtual environment. AR is enhancing fan experiences by providing interactive elements during broadcasts and in arenas, such as real-time statistics and player information overlays. Player development and training. The future of basketball will see continued innovation in player development and training methods. Advances in sports science and biomechanics are providing new insights into optimal training techniques, injury prevention, and rehabilitation. High-tech facilities and specialized training programs are becoming more common, offering players advanced tools and resources to improve their performance and extend their careers. The emphasis on player health and wellness is also growing, with a focus on holistic approaches to training and recovery. This includes personalized nutrition plans, mental health support, and strategies to manage physical and emotional stress. As player longevity becomes increasingly important, these comprehensive approaches are expected to become more integral to the sport. Changing player dynamics. The role of the player is evolving, with an increasing emphasis on versatility and skill development. Modern players are expected to possess a broad skill set, including shooting, ball handling, and defensive abilities. This trend is leading to the rise of positionless basketball, where players are not confined to traditional roles and can contribute in multiple areas on the court. The growing influence of international players is also reshaping the sport. As more talented athletes from around the world make their mark in professional leagues, the diversity of playing styles and strategies is enriching the game. This international perspective is fostering greater cross-cultural exchanges and enhancing the global appeal of basketball. Evolving fan expectations. Fan engagement is becoming a crucial focus for basketball organizations, with an emphasis on creating immersive and personalized experiences. Social media and digital platforms are playing a central role in connecting fans with the sport, providing real-time updates, behind-the-scenes content, and interactive features. The growth of esports and virtual basketball leagues is also expanding the ways in which fans can engage with the sport, offering new opportunities for participation and entertainment. In addition to digital engagement, there is a growing interest in enhancing the in-arena experience. Innovations such as advanced seating options, interactive fan zones, and improved in-game entertainment are being implemented to make live events more engaging and enjoyable for spectators. Global expansion. The global expansion of basketball is set to continue, with increased efforts to grow the sport in new regions. International leagues, tournaments, and grassroots programs are contributing to the sport's development worldwide. The NBA's continued investment in international markets, including hosting games and events abroad, is helping to promote basketball and build a global fan base. The rise of basketball academies and development programs in various countries is also supporting the growth of the sport. These programs are nurturing young talent and providing pathways for players to progress to higher levels of competition. Conclusion. The future of basketball is being shaped by a combination of technological advancements, evolving player dynamics, changing fan expectations, and global expansion. As these trends continue to develop, they will influence the way the sport is played, experienced, and enjoyed. By embracing innovation and adapting to emerging trends, basketball is poised to continue its growth and evolution, ensuring its continued relevance and appeal in the years to come.